up a real treat. Pull up, take a seat. Looking for a laid back type of cool, listen up, cause this is different type of deal. You're now listening to Can't Be Seen, Real, Can't Be Seen, Real, Can't Be Seen, Real. Serving up a real treat. Pull up,
Come on.
Right now, it's about the crypto game.
Oh, man.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not that good at crypto, but I do know a little bit. But my man Yogi over here, he knows more than I know, and pretty much knows more than what some folks would like to tell you and they don't know. And let me state this for the fact right now, this is not financial advice.
By no means, all right? Do your own research,
Right.
DYOR, all right? Please.
So we're just gonna give you some game, and we hope that you take it to heart and learn how to build a portfolio, crypto, whatnot, get the wealthy life going on. We all don't need to be broke and poor trying to scrape change and everything, when there's a simple way of doing it, and we're about to let you know now. So let's go ahead and kick it off. How would you begin getting into the crypto world, my brother?
Well, my brother, I'm glad you asked this great, important question. The crypto world is something that's right now a great phenom that's taking everybody by storm, especially if you've heard of anything about Bitcoin. Most people have. You may have heard of Dogecoin, maybe Shiba Inu, or some of the other, like Shiba Elon, the other meme coins that's out here.
So what are meme coins that's considered for folks that don't know or are still learning?
Well, meme coins are really just other crypto tokens that have a lot of hype and fan base kind of already behind them. That's all it is. Not saying they actually really do anything. Not saying they might actually have some extra real value, but because they have a fan base of hype and they already have a lot of following, a lot of times those meme coins, they can make some bread.
So hype would be like the original Golden Band recipe, which is very, very good, opposed to what they have out there now.
Well, what they have out here now, a lot of times is like they say the fakery, and they don't want to give you the realness no more, right? So the realness has to come in layers, or you got to get it in spurts sometime when they want to give you a retro brand. What we want to show you is how you can always stay alive and consistent with the ingredients at hand, though, right? And I think the best way about that is just having a simple crypto portfolio, like on Coinbase,
okay.
Uphold, Pro, crypto.com.
Crypto.com.
Some great spots out here, and just holding some simple tokens, like let's say a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum, maybe some XLM, maybe a little Doge, maybe a little Shiba. There's a lot out there, but again, we just want to get you started and point you in the right direction, though, of where you can get started at and where you can go.
So with the crypto game, if you say you're just getting started, what would be the best app that you would recommend? Again, it's not financial advice. We're just trying to put y'all a little game. Again, it's not financial advice. So what would be the app that you would start off with to get started that has an easy interface, easy way to navigate? That way folks that don't know can come in and learn, real quick.
I think the best all-around savvy investor for those that are new, but they kind of want to get an edge, and it's simply explained for you, would be probably Coinbase.
Okay.
By
Coinbase.
far. I think Coinbase by far, that or crypto.com, either one. Interface is real simple. Just hook up your card, a little KYC, which means know your customer. So they're going to ask you for your ID, want to make sure it's you, say, can't everybody take your money? And, they're going to give you these little set of keys and passwords, which you must keep. They're very, 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 very important.
Make sure you heard what he just told you. You must keep these passwords when you get going on crypto.
Yeah, so you lose your keys, man. It's like you can't get into your house. You know what I'm saying? This is your safe. So it puts a lot of responsibility on you. But at the end of the day, when you want to be more responsibility about your own money, then leaving it in somebody else's hand.
Definitely, that's definitely no.
Yeah, and so like Coinbase, I think is a good start because you can still buy assets, which are just cryptocurrencies. They're just a new asset class, and these assets class coming from a lot of different technology or banking firms, or just a lot of just different agencies that have come together in this new technological industries, and these industries are building new technologies for us to interact and do things, say as like NFTs or smart contracts, or being able to send money to people a lot easier and faster, like with very little cost, or being able to have a better hedge against inflation, which means when prices rises and your dollar is not going as far, sometimes you could take a little bit of those pennies and put them away and they can grow for you better in a better type of interest rate other than a traditional bank account, savings account, or even CDs.
So now that we're getting started and we're on Coinbase, what would be your, let's just say, how would you approach it as far as what coin would you buy first, second, third, fourth, and fifth? Or do you just go with random that you just see money-wise? You know, because the crypto game is a lot of little numbers on there that can grow real big, but there's also like stablecoins, altcoins, and all the other stuff that I still don't know about. So tell me about an altcoin real quick.
An altcoin is what they call an alternative coin. Bitcoin is the main coin, basically. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum is also an altcoin. They call this the mother of all altcoins.
Okay.
Altcoins are usually smaller cap coins or other smaller project coins that do a lot though. They actually have some utility, or they actually might bring some kind of they basically fix a problem that we have currently in the world, right?
Okay.
And that's what these altcoins do. They all have like different utility or different superpowers. I like to look at them like all superheroes.
So they like X-Men for crypto.
Oh, I love that. Everybody love X-Men, right?
Or how about the multi-Cheerios of crypto?
You know what? That's even better.
Even better.
I think Cheerios gonna have to come out with more little goddamn different rings now.
I believe that.
You got over 13,000 different cryptos, so it's a lot of cryptos out here, and the best way, like you said, to go about it, I think would be to focus on number one is utility tokens.
Okay.
You know, it's like almost like a blue chip stock in a way. You want to put your money somewhere. It might take a little second to grow, but you know it's for sure a bet.
Okay.
And this is where doing your own research comes in at, because this is not financial advice. But we like to say, follow the whales. You know what I'm saying? If you follow the whales, you know, you're going to see that's where all the milk is going, right?
So then what does follow the whales mean? What does whales mean in terms of crypto?
Well, a whale is usually somebody or an organization or a company that either holds a lot of crypto or they hold a lot of fiat money, right? Which can usually buy a lot of that and make a lot of big price movements, usually up or down.
So when you say fiat, for folks that really don't know, including myself, what does fiat mean in crypto terms?
Fiat is just a dollar. You know, it's just a regular dollar. I think I might get one of these on me. You know what I'm saying? When you have right here some fiat money, right? Fiat is one of these things here. It's actually something that's real tangible, but a lot of times it doesn't hold its value like that, right? This fiat money, a lot of times isn't usually backed by anything either. You know what I'm saying? So that's just some more of that, are you smarter than a fifth grader type stuff, you know what I'm saying? If you know anything about history and how our money is in the Federal Reserve, you know that this note really doesn't have much value. But when you take this note and you change it over though, this fiat money, and you change it over to a cryptocurrency or a crypto asset, it tends to have a better value or sometimes even volatility rate, which can give you a better profit.
So then what would be a stable coin? So now that we know what altcoins are, what would be a stable coin for the crypto world?
The stable coin is more like, say for instance, again, back to the dollar. You want a dollar that doesn't lose value and doesn't really go up in value. Now, the stable coin, no matter if the market is going down or up, the stable coin is always going to stay the same. It's going to stay stable for you. So you might not like what the conditions are in the market. You want to pull your money out real quick just to kind of be safe, right? And you might put it in the stable coin because the stable coin is going to stay the same price. So if you pull out $500, you put it into your stable coin, you probably going to have that $500 or somewhere close to that $500. So some places do charge fees. Close to that $500 for your stable coin. Now, while the market is going crazy, you can take the time of where you want to do or where you want to put your money at or what you want to do with your money. Sometimes you might want to pull it out, you might want to reinvest it. So stable coins just make sure that your money stays stable when the market is going crazy in volatility.
So what would you say would be the best stable coin to own, or I should say get started with, when you just beginning out with crypto?
Now, that is a beautiful question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I almost need to eat a bowl of cereal on this one here. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all pick which one. We're gonna smash it up later. So, the best stable coin to me, you have a couple out there. I like the DAO stable coins, which is DAO, decentralized autonomous coins, basically. They're operational coins made by and ran by pretty much by AI. Or you have what they call a tether coin. Me, myself personally, I'm not a tether fan, and if you do your own research, you'll see why. And I would say the best one to actually invest in would be the USDC coin, which is the United States dollar coin. Doing your own research will also show you a lot of things about this coin and how it may actually be our number $1 in the very near future.
So now let's take this back, because I did hear you mention something about NFTs. So what are NFTs in the sense of crypto, or are we going a little too far ahead of ourselves for folks that are beginners?
I'm not gonna say we're going too far ourselves, because we got a lot of people in the comment section that's been already telling us and asking us what are NFTs anyway. We're gonna go ahead and let you know. An NFT is just a non-fungible token. Which really means is that it's anything that is physical or intellectual property. It can be turned into a digital product of value or a digital asset of value. For people who have, like this son, right?
Mm-hmm.
My G might have just been drawing all kind of stuff. Think he's goddamn Marcus Picasso.
Oh yeah, he is definitely Marcus Picasso, because I can't do half the stuff that he do.
Oh yeah, Cal. See, good artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Now my G, like back in the day, we was always told to go rake some leaves or shovel some snow to make some money. But now the kids have an opportunity. They can take that artwork and you can go to somewhere like, let's say, mintable.com, and you can mint, let's say, like your first 50 NFTs for free. All right, let them know Can't Be Surreal sent you now. All right, you can make your first 50 NFTs free. So now, little Marcus Picasso, he hooking them up. He can mint some digital versions of his pictures now, right, with his signature on them. Can't get them nowhere else.
Can't get nowhere else.
And he can put them out into the open market, and he can actually sell his own pictures and product now to a vast variety of other collectors.
So pretty much anything you can draw or anything that you can mint in NFTs can make you money, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. NFT, the way everything is going, everything eventually will be an NFT once people get the right conceptualization about it. It doesn't just have to be a picture. An NFT can actually be a house. It can be a business. It can be certain functions and features that you might want to do or use with the business exclusively for just NFT holders. So for those that Can't Be Surreal, our holders, which our Can't Be Surreal NFT will be out very, very soon for you. Make sure you go ahead and stay tuned for that. But for our holders, you'll be able to pull up and eat a box of cereal with us. We might send you our favorite box of cereal every quarter even. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to get exclusive content and exclusive gear, for discounted prices. You know what I'm saying? You might even get you a free NFT. So that's how everything gets set with these NFTs. You can do a lot of other promotional things or just user-friendly things for those who kind of supported you already.
So let's touch on meme coins, because you do see a lot in the news, all over Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, probably, meme coins. So are meme coins a good thing to have or a bad thing to have?
I think it's a quote. It goes, you can try to time the market or you can have timing in the market.
Right.
And now what that really means is that usually when you have timing in the market, you usually see a lot of things kind of come and go. You see trends, you see fads, and you get used to certain patterns.
Okay.
The time in which we're in, because we're timing things at the same time though, is that where NFTs are not NFTs part itself, but meme coins are a big hit and explosion. This is why doing your research is very important though. For some people who can, if you like the volatility and you can stand the pressures a little bit more than some and others, I think meme coins are actually a great way to get rich quick if you want to. But you got to remember that a lot of times somebody's always holding the bag, right? So they're not always here to stay. You heard about the Squid Games. A lot of people got hit with that real bad. So we have to be mindful of certain projects that we get in. You might want to find out like who runs the project. Is it, what companies behind it, or what partnerships do they have? What are they doing in long-term standings? Versus just jumping into every coin or every meme coin that you might hear about. So give it a little bit more thought process, and the meme coin that you might pick might be really good. It might turn out well.
So again, do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is just two brothers trying to put people on game. That's all this is. Now, we're not telling you to spend your money. We're not telling you to lose your money. We're not telling you none of that. We're telling you is do your own research, make the best decision for you. So let's get back to, let's just say, meme coins, because a lot of people like to talk about Doge, Shiba, and all kinds of other stuff, Satama, and all that other stuff out there for meme coins. So if you want to put your money in a meme coin, and we're not suggesting go out there and put your money in meme coins, but we would suggest do your own research. Which meme coin would you personally back with your own money if you was to go in the meme coin? Right?
Now, me personally, I am holding 2 meme coins. Definitely not against meme coins again, right? Do your own research. For me personally, I hold Doge. I see that Doge coming up next year is going to be something that's real big and viable.
Okay.
I think to the mainstream public, it's also going to be accepted, and I want to say like in over 200 plus stores. Shiba and Nu, I also hold as well.
Okay.
Another meme coin. The Dogecoins have been doing well. You have cat coins out here as well. I don't mess with those though.
I do.
Yes.
I got one meme coin that I'm back that I'm doing myself. It's Kachi, I believe, or Kenchi. I can't pronounce it right, but that's one of the cat coins that I personally hold of my own.
Dog versus cat. Who wins? So, you got a lot of different projects out here. Those are some of the projects that I'm holding. You got one that he's holding. Meme coins again can be very, very lucrative. They can be very good projects. You just want to make sure that not to get too greedy. And I think that's really the main thing with a lot of these projects that people try to get too greedy.
But they try to get. Listen, some folks will get rich quick because they just happen to have time in the market. It's that simple. So don't time it. So yes, some of these meme coins could be lucrative, could make a lot of money fast, but not everybody gets that way, and some folks are caught holding the bag. Now, what holding the bag means, I can't tell you. I just know I don't want to hold it.
If it's not my bag, I don't
Right.
I don't want to be holding somebody else's bag.
Exactly.
And you be like, hey, what you whatever.
Right.
Now you owe somebody, right? And that's what it comes down to. So make sure to be cautious in what you do want to invest. The best way to invest in yourselves, of course, is I will say is education and knowledge. So it makes your actions and whatever you do put in a lot better. And then only be willing to invest what you are affording to lose. And I think that's a big one that a lot of people don't understand. Everybody wants to hit a home run. A lot of times just get on base and take your time. And before you know it, you'll start getting some real good gains.
Okay, so let's jump back into the beginning again. Now that we got Coinbase, we all set up, we got our license on, we got information going, we got our key phrases. What would be like your starting top coins, I would say? Not even, it don't have to be altcoins, meme coins. What would be your starting point when it comes to building your portfolio for crypto?
I think for any starter, when you're coming into the crypto world, number one, let's say if you're only using, let's say $100, $150, right? Very minimal.
Very minimal.
It's something that, it's very user friendly. You probably won't think about too much. You probably spend it, sitting down, eating with the family or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right? And a lot of times that food gonna be gone within 3 to 4 hours. You're gonna be hungry again. So
Exactly.
that's why we eat a lot of cereal.
That's why we eat a lot of cereal. But I'll be hungry again once I eat about 3-4 bowls of Fruity Pebbles.
Oh man, look, they don't sit right, bro. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
That's why you gotta have that fiber.
Right.
That fiber sit in there, long term standing.
You know me, I'm not a fiber type guy. I get my dairy from the milk.
That is true, but the fiber is right here from the plants, and that's what we want. So, I think coming out with like $100, $150 can do you a lot. I think the easiest way to go about it is just everybody know about Bitcoin and Ethereum. You might want to put like 25 and 25 and something like that for long-term holdings. Long-term would be anywhere between 5 to 10 years in real long-term holdings. Looking at where we're going, I don't think that's going to be too long though. I think I would put the rest of the money, the other $50 to $100, it would go into smaller either cap projects or it will actually go into smaller coins that don't cost as much. Tokens that are actually at a cheaper price that you might get a little bit more of. These coins here tend to have a little bit longevity and they probably have a lot more growth coming in the near future than a lot of the coins that you might see that are already extra high. So if you have a little bit of money in the game, look for coins that are roughly anywhere between 10 cents to $1, right?
Okay.
And look at the project, research it, see if it may have a use case for something in the real world that you see that needs to be fixed or helped with. And then if you like the company, put your money behind it. That'd be your new crypto, and accumulate. And I think that would be like the best way to have a nice portfolio. And let's say like within 6 months, you probably should see a nice little bit of growth there.
So 150 in like 6 months could turn in, let's just say $1,200, $3,000, $4,000.
I mean, it really has the potential
Right.
to really do that. And like what we've understood and seen now, like the crypto world and the crypto markets, you can have a way better ROI, which is return on your investment, than what you can have with
Just sitting
stocks.
in the bank, stocks, sitting in your savings account. But again, it's not financial advice. We're not telling you to go spend your money on certain coins. We're just trying to put you up on some game.
What are you eating on? That's what we eating on. We eating on a little bit of everything in this crypto. All right, so what else we got on the list?
Let's talk about, like, because crypto is such a big world with so many different coins and tokens and memes and all kinds of names that just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
So, but there's also ways of mining and staking and all that. For folks that don't know, what is mining and staking in crypto world?
Like now, this is where so mining and staking is a new term and a new thing that you can kind of do in this new DeFi world. DeFi means decentralized finance. It's
Okay.
different from the finance world. Decentralized finance allows us to have power that the banks have pretty much, and a lot of the tools that they use. We get to use this for our own money, assets, and everything else.
So that's more convenient for us at our fingertips, through our phones, laptops, without having to go nowhere.
Exactly what you
Okay.
You don't have to go to a bank. You don't have to go to another, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do no more change. Everything is done from the phone, easily, seamlessly, touch pay. I need to send somebody's money. It can all be done for these applications. And what they're doing now is they're making a lot of this a lot more easily accessible for people, and for people to understand that if you don't want to keep your money in a bank, you can unbank yourself and get better interest rates. And this is where the staking comes in. Staking allows you to take a portion of your money, set it aside for, let's say, like we said, that long-term rainy day, that long-term holding, 5 to 10 years. And let's say within 5 to 10 years, you might be a multi-millionaire because the power of compound interest. And staking comes with a lot of good interest.
Now, by no means are we saying leave your bank or nothing like that. What we're simply saying is take some money from your bank in your savings account or something, put it into something different. Let your money sit in 2 different places so it can grow. Now, the return on investment and compounding in crypto world seems to be more the way to go if you plan on holding long term. So you would be getting a higher percentage than it would sitting in a savings account in the bank or a CD or anything like that.
Well,
Am I
yeah.
correct?
Yes, I mean, all the way
Okay.
correct. 'Cause most people, I think, is getting like maybe 1%, a 0.5% in the
In
bank.
the bank, sitting for what, 10, 12, 20 years?
Yeah, like, and
Okay.
they're happy when, like, at the end of the year, when they get a little check for like $10. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But you've been sitting like with over like 10K plus in your bank account. Like, I don't understand that. So this gives you a lot more leverage, and it gives you a lot more just interest bearing on your money day to day. And that's another thing a lot about these liquidity pools and stuff
Right.
with staking is that it allows you to see the interest in what you're making daily versus you having to wait at the end of the month or at the end of some kind of period or something.
Which I do hold my money in some staking when it comes to the crypto world, because we're not just preaching about it, we are being about it.
Oh yeah.
So we're not, again, it's not financial advice. We just going on what we know and that we trying to put forth to you. So for everybody that doesn't know about this, hit that like button, subscribe, that that you're getting this knowledge, and let us know in the comment sections what you think. Are you getting on it? Are you going to do it? You gonna be on Coinbase? You gonna be on Crow? Like, what is your plan of action of building your crypto portfolio or your portfolio in general, stocks or whatever? This is what this is about. We're trying to give you wealth of knowledge, basically, and let you figure it out from there.
Of course, man. We want you to be eating on everything. So
Everything.
It don't matter on which bowl of cereal you want, what flavor you want. We got different bowls and
We gonna
spoons.
mix it all sometimes. You want that power combo.
Come on
You
now.
know what I'm saying? So let's talk about like wallets and stuff like that, because that's another strong term in the crypto game. So what is a wallet in the crypto world?
A wallet is basically for any asset in which you hold, any crypto asset you hold, it will have its own unique wallet. That wallet will have basically its own ID, and only that said crypto asset can go in that said wallet.
So meaning that you can only send Bitcoin to Bitcoin, or Doge to Doge, or XRP to XRP.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, and when you do that way, it makes sure that it gets exactly to the destination, and the transaction usually has very little slippage, which means it doesn't fail; it goes straight to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool thing that's going on as far as with the wallets. Is that now even with wallets, you're able to sometimes even convert and trade into other cryptos as well, which is another topic we'll get on. But these wallets basically just hold the money in its own little saving spot for you. And of course, it has its own keys, it has its own security, which is everything you need to keep up with as well. Because again, your money, your bank, your keys, you hold it, you own it.
So let's talk about, let's just say in the crypto world, where you have certain like cryptos that does certain things, like we'll just say Algo, when they have their own ecosystem and stuff like that, where you could build NFTs and sell NFTs, I'm assuming, and other stuff that has to do with Algo, or like an XRP thing, or do even Bitcoin have its own like ecosystem? Like it's just so much going on with this stuff. Like, how do you choose, which base ecosystem to go into?
I mean, so the ecosystems are all going to be based upon which one does what you want it to do. So if you're looking for something that's going to be able to report all transactions, something that's going to be able to keep a good ledger account of everything that's moving for you, if you got like a bigger business that's doing like a lot of shipping and receiving or doing a lot of transactions, you want to make sure that all the information is accounted for, everything lines up, all the payments are good. So I might want to go, let's say, like to an XRP or XLM. I might want something that that has a real good scalability. I can build the NFTs off of. It's zero carbon because we are with the Paris Accord Agreement. For those that don't know what that is, please look it up. And we're going to be going to the zero carbon thing. So if I want a zero carbon platform, I might go to Algorand, and I can build everything off that ecosystem. So each ecosystem kind of gives you a little something that's different, and scalability and being able to build, certain projects on them. So you just want to make sure you're going to the right one that has the tools that you want to use, basically.
So let's talk about play to earn games. I'm definitely not familiar with that, and I'd like to know more about it, because I do plan on playing a lot to earn. If I'm just sitting on my phone, we might as well be doing something to get a little bit of money back. Is that correct?
I mean, no, I like your way of thinking.
Okay.
Like, I think that's the reason why we eat so many bowls of cereal together.
Right.
All right. So when it comes to play to earn game, it's like the biggest thing since NFTs almost. Like play to earn games have come out everywhere. If you heard about Sandbox, if you heard about Engine, if you heard about Decentraland Mana, all these things, all these tokens here are very big when it comes to the gaming ecosystem. One of my favorites that I hold right now, Gala Games, baby. Gala, not financial advice, but check this out. Gala Games is one that I actually play. It kind of has a reminiscence of Tiny Farm from back in the day on the Android phone.
Never heard of it.
Tiny Farm, yeah, man. Kids, man. You do a lot of stuff with them. So, on Tiny Farm, you're able to build your own farm. You have your own little ecosystem where you can build your own monopoly of money and your own organization, basically. So if I want to, sell wheat, corn, or farm flour and chickens or whatever, you can do all of that. And in the Gala game, one of the Gala games, which is Towncoin, it allows you to build out a whole ecosystem and where you can actually earn Towncoin money, which also can be bought. You can use that money to buy other NFTs. Those NFTs you can use in your game, which help you with your production of things, or you can actually sell those NFTs for money. When you get a certain amount of Towncoin, you can sell that Towncoin or convert it back into Gala, right? The cryptocurrency, and you can sell that gallon back into USDC, and you got you some money right there. So they're actually giving out a lot of good money with a lot of different prizes. I think like the top 300 usually get paid out, and you get paid daily for just holding certain NFTs and then completing certain challenges daily.
So basically, in this crypto world, we can get paid either way you look at it, whether it's minor, large, gigantic, minimum. Like, just by being in crypto, give us a lot of avenue of becoming financially free.
I mean, very much so. I mean, like, even the kids now are going to be, like, really making more money than most adults. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's open to where a lot of the kids now, this is their realm, basically. They like the gaming. They're very interactive, inventive, adventurous, and, like, they love the social platforms. And these social platforms allow them now to integrate and not only just have fun on here, but doing the things that you do like to having fun with, you can make money doing it now. And this is the new world we're in. We got a lot more games too. You know, you can check out Miranda's if you're kind of like into the sci-fi RPG, Star Wars type of thing. You know, shoot 'em up games. You have, I think another one. There's just so many games, man. There's so many games out here. You know, so like if you got kids that's always on the laptop, put them on one of these games. They can be earning some bread. You know what I'm saying? They can be buying their shoes for next quarter or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's really going to.
Buy their own shoes for next quarter just by being on the laptop.
Just by being on the laptop.
Be on the laptop.
Yeah.
So check out those play to earn games. And my last thing for you right now before we wrap this up is mining. I should have touched on this a little earlier. So what is mining in the crypto game?
Yeah, so mining, you can mine in crypto games. You have certain apps that you can mine. Mining allows you to actually get a portion or a part of said token, right? And you can earn this token. So some allow you to mine every hour. Some allow you to mine every 20 minutes. Some mine by themselves. A lot of times they want you to be what they call a node, which means that you can just send and receive information, basically.
Okay.
And because we all use GPSs.
We do.
Right? We don't think about this, but this is how far technology is really being leveraged and used. The GPS, a lot of times, is used in most of these games, right?
Which is true. They'll ask for your location and stuff like that.
Well, you can.
Very true.
You know, so like, say for instance, we're using we're playing a game like Atlas Earth, which uses a GPS location. I can buy digital land, right? And at the same time, while I'm buying that digital land, I'm looking at my phone, how it's mining my money. My money is literally adding up second by second right in front of me. It's literally adding. I'm mining this currency all day, every day by itself from just buying virtual land. And now it's more of a long-term investment, a long-term thing. But that allows you to say like, wow, I literally woke up today and made me like $3 or $4 from just like waking up doing nothing.
Just doing nothing.
Yeah. It's crazy. So like mining is like another big thing, and they have crypto miners. If you want to do like mine Ethereum, which takes a lot of your electrical bill up, I will let you know that now. But you do get paid well. It allows you though to basically just receive crypto. You know what I'm saying? And you can add it up in small portions, and next thing you know, you might have your fortune. So look at a lot of these different miners that are on the iOS platforms and on the Android platforms. We got another one called Remit. That's like a real estate one that you can mine. There's a couple of them out there. You got the Ton. You can look up the Ton app. You can mine theirs as well. And these wallets are really your wallets. It's real money. You get to take the money and do other things with it. Sometimes you might get into a minor project and it might be in a certain phase, and you might have to wait till it complete all of its phases for you to actually use the money.
But again, these are long-term goals.
These are long-term hurdles for the future that's coming right around the corner.
Basically, you just let it sit there and make money, not even knowing it.
Man, this can't be surreal. Like, you can really do all that.
Man.
Imagine.
I can, because I'm in it.
Oh, you're right. All right. You don't have to think that hard. It's really all the way around you. I think the whole thing here is about having a bigger imagination.
Yes.
And talking to other people around you and being more adventurous in other people's projects. Kind of like what you were saying, like
about that support earlier.
The support. You never know what other people are actually doing. Support them to see, and it might actually take you on a nice golden trail somewhere.
Let's hope it's with the original recipe of the Golden Grams on that Golden Trail.
Ooh, come on now, I really need some sugar smacks from that now. You dig on?
And we are about to go ahead and go grab our bowls, and we about to peace out on this joint. Have a good one, y'all.
Gratitude. Peace.